Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, B-Ry. You're listening to And the Rest. As always, we got Pablo in the house. What's up?
It's Pop Easy, taking it easy all the time.
Hell yeah, bro. And as always, in the house, we also got a named producer.
What up, what up, what up, yo?
Yeah, man. What up, man? It's episode 2 of season 3.
It's a weekend, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's almost Christmas time.
It is almost.
I'm sorry.
Are you on the spirit?
Sorry. It's almost holidays time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry,
it's Christmas.
everybody. I'm
You have to
sorry,
say them
everybody.
all.
It's Christmas,
Christmas,
Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hanukkah is next week, I think. Starts next week. Those 8 crazy nights. So shout out to all our
Adam Sandler. Shout out.
Jewish our Jewish community. Shalom.
Yeah. Shout out to our Black Israelites.
Whoa.
Shalom.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
What? Do you have anything against Black Israelites? What? Dude?
Well, I think there was an issue with a shooter this week. There
Oh,
was
really?
a Black Israelite. So,
way.
man, you guys gotta keep up with the news,
Bro,
dog.
sorry.
Sorry, I'm the news. I usually end up.
You're
Yeah.
reading my Torah too long.
Yeah.
What happened? What,
Uh,
where?
There was like a shooting situation this week. I think in the one in Jersey. I think it was like a Black
Oh.
Israelite. Yeah.
I read the tagline, but I didn't. actually
Yeah,
read it.
well, like a day later, I read something that might have been a Black Israelite. That's what I was like, oof,
Whoa,
a
man.
little close, dog.
Jesus.
The holiday season, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, man. People gotta quit firing people.
Firing people or
Yeah.
firing at people?
Both. Both. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I meant that was the pun. Right? But yeah, it's insane, dude. This is holidays.
Like statistically, does crime increase in the winter or summer? Like summer when it gets
That's
hot
an
or, like,
interesting
winter when it gets-
stat. I don't know.
Do you think people get seasonal depression then they start shooting?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I mean,
I
I agree
think-
with the first part you said.
I think like Christmas and all that, because like people are shopping, there might be a rise in crime,
You know,
like
Mhm.
like muggings and things like that.
Please don't remind me.
break-ins and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know.
You all feel
I don't know my
safe?
numbers.
Like at your houses?
I didn't for a bit, but that's because a girl got shot next to me.
What?
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Black
Oh,
Israelite?
I didn't tell you about that.
Yeah, it's a
No,
black
dude.
Israel, another black
Yeah.
Israelite.
Yeah, it was. I was walking my dog, and it was there was like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It was like a Sunday night. We're all like in the dog park, and this girl, I guess, was like doing like a Grubhub delivery, and this car full of kids like drove by, and they tried to mug her. So I don't know what happened. She tried to resist it or something, and I just hear like bam, bam,
Shot?
and and I saw them. And I saw them like run to the car, like they drove off, and the 2 guys that shot her like ran back to the car and jump in. So I ran to the girl with a couple of other people and stayed there with her until the cops showed up.
What was this?
This was like a month and a half, almost 2 months ago.
October?
Probably, yeah.
Halloween, dude.
Yeah,
it was
Halloween.
rough. It was on the news. Man, you guys gotta watch the news.
Dude, you're involved in
You're
everything,
completely
bro.
out of
What
the
the hell,
fucking-
man, dude? Sorry, I don't watch
Shot
Telemundo.
girls don't just happen to be around me all the time.
Yeah. Nothing happens
Yeah,
in
so
CFB,
completely out of the loop.
Damn.
man.
Yeah, I guess CFB is a lot tamer than downtown Dallas.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. The biggest thing we have here is just people stealing other people's mail.
Really?
That's as
Like,
big as it gets.
Amazon
That
girls?
shit
Yeah,
happens
the
in the
Amazon
suburbs
stuff.
a lot.
Yeah.
You should put a camera. You know what? Good gift.
Mm.
Uh-huh. Well, that's what I was asking. Like, do y'all feel like do you need to feel the need
These guys?
Yeah, these guys feels the need to like install some sort of security program? on your house?
I feel a lot safer now that I have a camera in my apartment.
Yeah.
But that's mostly because my pets, because I like to know what they're up to, and especially if I'm out of town.
Man, I'm always like not scared, but just worried that if I install a camera, it might get hacked by somebody. Did y'all hear about that girl whose mom like installed one of the Ring cameras in her room, and then she suddenly because she works as a nurse, and so she leaves her 3 kids alone, And one night, the girl just listens from the camera. Somebody says, "Hello, I want to be your friend. It's me, Santa Claus." Oh,
Fuck that.
And yeah, that just frightened her because she was saying, "Mommy, mommy, is that you?" And it's so like,
That's terrifying.
imagine it just as a kid.
But
That
that's
is-
the thing. Like, I wouldn't put him inside. I would just put him outside. Like,
Put him
looking
outside.
out. Like, when inside, it makes sense, but to me, it's too intrusive.
Yeah, my friend has
Mm.
like a whole system of outside cameras.
right.
But I mean, mine is a pet camera. you know,
Yeah.
so it's mostly that's the main purpose of it.
I guess her was just like to always keep watch on her kids to see. I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, that would be it's the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
But that's scary.
But yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
always like just afraid because, like, I mean, is hacking those like really that easy? I don't know anything about it.
It probably is. I mean, people hack cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Mr. Robot, you gotta watch it.
Oh yeah, Mr. Robot. That's right. Yeah.
I have zero clue when it comes to like hacking and doing all that stuff, like how vulnerable I am.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even put one of those stickers in my laptop or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I don't either. I actually don't like that. It's kind of bothers me because then when I take it out, you know, some of the tape gets stuck in there.
But
Then I-
yeah, but they have one of those like slider ones, right? Like you can just
yeah,
slide it.
but even those, like, because I used to fix those like a lot in my last job.
They get stuck.
They get stuck, and then I gotta clean it, but I gotta use alcohol, rub it in the hole, and I don't like it.
But I'm sorry, going back, did you say you would put some in your house, or you like outside, or you wouldn't?
You know, I would consider putting some outside.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind that because, like, so my garage is outside of my house. There's another door to it, but it's weirdly enough, the owners here decided to install the lock from the outside, not from the inside, so people can just like unlock it from the outside very easily. The lock is outside, the doorknob.
Oh, there's like no deadbolt inside, or
Right.
It would make sense to have it locked from the outside.
you gotta get in.
No, it makes sense to lock it from the inside so that I use the key to unlock it from outside.
Wait, they put the key facing inside?
Right.
Dude, there's some people trapped in there. That's a house.
That's
with-
a
Dude, that's an R. Kelly house.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the
it's
owners did
kinda
that.
weird.
Yeah, that's what the owners did.
That's
That.
weird.
But anyways, like recently we found like this mirror that none of us had seen before. It was like this roundish, kind of like very dirty mirror. It looks kind of old. And I was like, what the fuck came with this?
Sure, it wasn't my mom's.
No, we've never seen that before. And then we found a red suitcase. I was like, what's this?
Here in the house?
Ooh, I don't
No,
like
in my
that.
garage, right outside.
Oh.
And the thing is, like, because we don't keep watch, and because like the light bulb just went out too, like.
You don't know who's been hanging out. in
Right,
there.
like if somebody has been hanging out in there or not. Because there's also like mattresses that we don't use anymore.
You should
Is
put
there-
a camera in there, or you could put a camera like give you one of
At the
those
door.
doorbell cameras,
Yeah, yeah.
and it'll point directly at it.
Right, that's true. That's a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
kill two birds with one stone.
Mm.
I like that saying. But,
Yeah, I know you like you.
well,
But,
I don't-
Going back to the girl.
Yeah.
Was she right? Did you know like if anything happened or like after that? Or
It was on the news. She got shot in the leg, so it was. I mean, she was in pain,
Yeah, but
and
not dying.
it wasn't like a vital
Gotcha.
thing. I think it was just a bummer because she was just on a delivery,
Yeah.
and it's just
Also, who
shitty.
tries to rub a Grubhub person? Or
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they carry cash
Yeah.
because you're not paying cash.
Did she have food with her?
I didn't see it with her, so she must have just dropped it, and then she was probably walking to her car. Her car was there, I think.
Hmm.
But there's a community crime watch meeting next Tuesday. I'm probably gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I go out at night and take photos around.
Right, yeah.
You know?
something like that happens with man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what do you do in a situation like that? Like, how do you secure your neighborhood?
Well, I was thinking about this the other day. How do you react to getting mugged? I mean, you have experience.
Yeah,
But-
so what I did
Yeah.
was just like I was just trying to say, "Hey, leave me alone, dude," and I just try to give him like a 50 euro bill, and that was it. And then I just left.
So they take your phone. Right?
They took my phone, yeah, my cigarettes. That's pissed me off.
I'm surprised they didn't take your shoes. They usually take your shoes.
Well, he tried to tackle me down.
Tackle you?
That's
Yeah, I remember that.
crazy,
But he
dude.
wasn't able to.
Well,
That was the funny
yeah.
part. I was like, "Oh, so I
It's
can
not
take
Rodney
this guy."
Coleman.
Yeah, yeah, like he
They
wasn't
could have
strong
had a
enough.
knife or a gun.
Well, that's the thing. Like it was like a knife. That's what.
Yeah.
But he tried to tackle you before showing
Before
you the
that, yeah, because like I was going to him like to the alley, the dark alley that he was trying to get me to go.
Well,
And then
that's
I-
a big mistake.
Right, that's where I stopped, and that's why I went back, and then he came.
What
back
time was it?
Like 3 a.m.
And you were walking by yourself
Yeah.
in a foreign
And you
country.
started following him?
Yeah.
Was he like, shit, bonbon
Well-
on the heel?
Well, he started running away because I thought he had my phone. You know? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's when you got duped into thinking somebody else had your phone. Huh?
Yeah. But the other guy had it. So.
Oh.
But yeah. But I mean, I was coming back from a concert. It was my last day there. I didn't want to lose my phone. But
No,
I ended up doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what you do in a movie situation.
Because I
See, what I would have done is I would have called a cab from the venue.
Yeah. Well, the thing
Nah,
is, like,
walk.
I didn't have like Wi-Fi.
So what are you gonna do?
I was walking because it's 15 minutes from where I was staying at my Airbnb.
And the show ended at 3.
Well, the bus that took me back from the festival. The show ended around maybe 1:30, 2. Yeah.
You didn't go with anyone.
No, I went on my own. Like I
See,
left my
I would
whole group.
try to stick with people if I was in another country.
That's what a lot of people did, and that's what they were like.
Yeah.
Wow, you're kind of brave, I guess, for going on your own. Like
Kinda
props
dumb.
to that.
Hey, he was Brian walking his chest out. Like, yeah. I'm brave.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
ready.
you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, don't text me.
yeah. I had to tell him, hey, you can text me through Facebook, but it's gonna be a delay because I have to be back in my dorm for the
God
Wi-Fi.
damn, what a
So,
dumb
yeah, so that
asshole.
was fun times. I mean,
I
good
was
story.
thought about that when I, like the past few times I've gone to Mexico and actually gone out. And I mean, I take a cab back to my place.
Yeah,
Well, my grandma has the tendency. Well, everybody pretty much over there has the tendency to have like 15 locks on the door. So I'm
oh,
over there struggling with the keys, trying to figure them out with the whole world behind my back. And
Yeah.
I'm like drunk. So I don't know. It was always in my mind like, if I feel something in my back, like I'm done. You know?
Jesus, yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So you have like a lot of locks in your door?
That's also because my grandma's like hyper secure, I guess, and she puts a ton of locks.
So it's not that common, or is it common?
It's common for people to do that, not to the degree my grandma does.
I mean, it's
yeah.
pretty common to do that in Peru too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Interesting? Well, I know like they do the whole the metal bars.
The metal bars in
Yeah,
front of the
that
door.
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, but that's another lock.
Technically, yeah. That's
And then the
crazy.
door itself has 2 locks.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in our house,
So
we have
it's-
to like build higher than the neighboring houses, just so people stop jumping to the roof and stealing, like pipes and stuff like that.
Oh,
You still
okay. Well, that's a
pipes?
little
Damn.
People
different.
like copper and
Damn, that's crazy.
drainage stuff
For what
Yeah.
reason?
to sell, like
Huh.
scrap metal. Get a little crack here and there.
There's copper selling on the streets.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. What do you use
Well,
copper
not on the
for?
streets.
Oh.
but like you take them to the place that buy copper. They're not gonna ask you, "Hey, where'd you get this from?" It's
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, you can sell
Makes sense.
copper.
yeah, you can sell copper here.
Is there a good price for it?
It depends how the market is, but you know, it's a few cents per pound or something, depending
People
on the quality
also,
of copper and like how you bring it in.
Wow. Because I know like that's the thing with like cans, right? That used to be a big thing.
Yeah.
You used to collect the soda
I think they
cans.
still do that too.
They still do
People
it.
still
Oh.
do
The
that.
prices are really cheap, like cheaper.
They
than used to.
lowered it 1 year. That's when I was like, oh, it's not worth it
Fluctuates just
anymore.
like any other thing.
What?
What?
Why were you looking at me like that? Hey, dude, I did that, dude, to get a little money when I was a little
Yeah.
kid. Dude. I don't care.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Brian.
Hey, that was 2 weeks ago.
I've never had to do that.
Hey, man, consider yourself privileged.
And I'm not.
Careful.
Is that boomer?
I'm
privilege?
saying.
Yeah.
What?
Is that boomer privilege?
Hey, man. I'm just saying, like, if I go back to Peru,
yeah.
I'm gonna be with someone at all times.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna-
yeah, I
I'm
don't
not gonna-
really.
That's
I'm
a
not
smart
gonna
thing to
venture.
do, like-
And even if I went to Europe as well, I'm not gonna venture by myself. I'm gonna go with someone.
That's smart. That's a smart decision.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Learn from me. Learn from me.
It's more like
It's
I
a-
already knew.
Yeah. Careful.
Yeah.
Just be
You
careful.
learn from
Like one of my exes one time, she posted, like, I woke up and I look on Facebook and I see all these photos that she took, and she was like, yeah, I wasn't tired last night, so I went on a walk. And she walked from her place, which is like in Oak Cliff, to like downtown Dallas at 3 a.m. by like where all the bail bonds places are, and I'm like, are you looking for some fucking dying, dude? Are you dumb?
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, I don't know about that
what
one.
is- that was the dumbest thing.
There was this coworker that walked over there from Legacy Hall, Plano, all the way to Oakland.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
One day?
One night that they forgot to pick him up or something, or there was some confusion, and he's just like, I'm gonna walk it. Took him like 5-6 hours. I don't know what he said, but I was very surprised and impressed, but also like,
Yeah.
that's kind of
No
necessary.
Uber, no nothing?
Nah, dude. I don't know why. I forget the reasons, but yeah, he did it.
One time I got mad at my girlfriend that lived in Allen,
Hmm.
and I walked from there to Addison.
Yeah. How long was that?
It's like 4.5 hours.
Allen, huh? Oof.
I think
I
we're
would say
underestimating
that's pretty
how
good.
far we can walk.
Like I've
I
walked,
just took 75.
Yeah.
I walk like, cause 75 is like the highway here in Dallas where like you get a service road the whole way.
Mhm.
So like I just went down.
Well, here's the thing though. Like I think it also looks farther because of the freeways. Don't you think?
No, it's
Well,
Just
it's
far.
because
farther.
they look long,
It's
like,
25 miles.
the blocks.
The blocks are far.
Yeah, but I mean, like people walk that like on a
Dallas
daily,
blocks
like not
don't
here.
even exist, dude. It's just like a
That's what I'm saying.
mile. Like there's no blocksy.
Right. Like
You know?
there's no way to measure. That's why I think it seems longer. Whereas like in other populated cities, maybe like I don't know, people walk like that maybe longer. Or,
Yeah, like when you're in like New York, you can say, "Hey, it's 2 blocks from here."
Right.
Like same with like Lima, you know, like you could say, "Hey, this is the next block." You know?
Yeah.
Here, like you don't say that.
You say, hey,
It's between like
75.
this intersection and this one because it's
You're
so
within
massive.
a 5-mile radius of where you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never were you.
it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, that's man. I don't know. The farthest I think I've walked is from Vitruvian Park to like the Farmers Branch Rec Center.
Yeah, I can
That's-
see that.
Super close.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's super close. Well, when I was in high school, I used to walk from Turner,
Mhm.
which is like Josie and Carrollton, to Vitruvian every day.
Yeah, I would walk
And
from
platform
Smith
booths.
to my house. Smith to my house. I mean, you don't know where my house is, but you know where my house is, right?
Oh,
From,
yeah,
Farmers
yeah.
Branch
Farmers
Elementary
Branch.
area,
Yeah.
Viewfield.
Where is it?
Like Viewfield area. Around
Okay,
there.
yeah,
Yeah, from Smith, and that was kind of like
yeah, it's a walk.
the walk. It was about an hour.
It's a walk. Wow.
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half that I went to.
Mine took like that too, but I slowed down.
It was yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
take snack
Yeah.
breaks.
Took you an hour and a half to walk 3 blocks.
No, yeah, it's a, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to walk like that on the holidays. It's
I walk like that in this summer, dude, with a trench coat, makeup on, platform.
Holy
boots.
shit.
I almost died a few times. It's
Yeah,
disgusting. But I did it.
Dang. You would come home at fighting weight.
Yeah, it was.
Sponged
I was
out.
like cutting weight every day, dude. That's probably why I was like 120 pounds.
yeah, that makes sense.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's insane.
And I ate like shit because I would like stop. Like me and Andrew would do that sometimes. We would walk from there. My friend Andrew, we would walk from there to my apartment, and we would stop by Popeyes and grab like a bucket and eat it by the curb. And keep walking.
Nice. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. That's a good idea.
Why are you slobbering, Brian?
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Hey, come down.
No, we're not bringing that voice back. Yeah, it's not that time yet.
Yeah, there was this one time I was walking down from Smith and it was pouring
Oh,
rain, and it was so cold, like colder than now. And the car pulled over, and I was like, "Hey, do you need a ride somewhere?" But you know me, always not trying to bother people. I was like, "Nah, I lived on the street, and I was around those apartments with the pool outside by Smith."
Oh, yeah.
like I'm about to get home. Don't worry.
Oh my
I
God.
had the
That's
exact same scenario where I was walking, it was pouring, and
Yeah.
I was like wet as shit, and I had a fucking cape on pretty much, and I was like walking down Josie. I was like on Josie by that carpet place, by the Jack in the Box. Like our listeners have no idea. But like this makes sense to us. But like I was walking there, and I still had like a long ways to go, and these 2 ladies in a convertible drive by.
With the top?
Not on the top. Yeah, pointless, right? No,
I would have gotten in that car.
no, but they had the
That's
top
crazy.
up, Yeah, but they like drove by and they're like, "Are you okay? Do you need a ride?" And I was already wet. And also the same thing. I didn't want to bother people, like get their car wet. And I was like, "Oh no, I'm meeting someone at the corner." And they were like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's great." And they were like, "Okay." And I was like, "What? I'm so fucking
Exactly.
stupid."
After they leave, you're like, I could have solved all of my problems. This was like fate trying to solve my.
Yeah, I was thinking like, what if there's like a fucking tornado or hail starts like dropping? I'm so stupid.
Yeah, I don't want to bother anybody.
I don't want to bother.
I feel like I went through seat.
And I was wearing I wasn't even wearing a jacket. I was wearing a shirt. I couldn't feel my fingers by the time I got home, dude. I couldn't. My phone wasn't recognizing my.
This was a summer rain,
Yeah.
so that would have been worse. But I did walk with my friend one time when it snowed and it was icing, and like I've never felt my hand. Like I felt like my hands were gonna break.
Yeah,
it was
dude.
so cold.
One time I grabbed snow. It was pretty cool.
That was a snow cone, bro.
Peed in it.
Oh, well, that makes sense. It was orange. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was. No. Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm just saying, dude. We're talking about walks, dude. We're talking about people getting shot. It's the holidays.
It's a holiday.
Let's cheer our listeners up, dude.
What would you say has been your favorite gift that you have ever gotten?
The one I gave myself just now. And that is the new Screen AVH 2550 NEX from Pioneer 2018. It's in my car just now.
Oh.
Plays DVDs.
So would you say this is your favorite Christmas gift?
By far.
Second Christmas.
Why
Was
you-
that Christmas gift?
I mean, he gives. You should. That's. I'm also a believer in that. I just bought myself a bunch of shit. You should always gift yourself something.
This is actually
Because you
the
made
first
it.
time I've done that.
You should always
'Cause
do
I've
that.
never-
I think you
yeah, I've
should
never done
always do that.
Yeah, and I actually feel very great.
That's smart.
Yeah, because you made it another year, dog.
Yeah. I just bought myself 2 suits today.
There you go.
Suits, well, all right.
Yeah.
What
See
brand?
I don't know. They were from Men's Warehouse. I just wanted to, you know,
Secure
I
those
like that,
dates,
I like
dude.
that.
Secure
Yeah.
those dates.
Secures those dates.
Yeah, dude.
No, I think my favorite gift was probably the second year I was here from Mexico, and I got one of those fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Hand things.
Oh,
that
you
came
actually
all the
got
way
that?
up.
Oh, you
yeah,
got
bro.
the
The deck?
The whole thing.
Oh my
I
god.
had my deck ready and everything. I was so excited. I already knew I was getting it, you know, because I had shopped for it. But
Yeah.
then they wrapped it up or whatever. As soon as I unwrapped it, I put that on. I had also gotten. I didn't get a soccer ball. I'm misremembering. But I went outside immediately that day, and I wanted to play with my friends because they had the paper cutout thing where you put your cards.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm about to go flex. And it so happens that my friend had gotten a soccer ball that day, so they were outside playing soccer. And I go out and they kick it to me, and I'm about to kick it back, but somehow it messes up, and I fall. Immediately break the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Oh,
Immediately, never got to
damn.
even fucking use it.
Yeah.
That's awful.
It was terrible.
That
Damn.
sucks.
It was the best gift, worst case scenario.
Yeah. Man, did they get mad at you for breaking it?
I don't even know if I told them. You know
Oh.
when you just kind of like hide things.
yeah, I know when you hide things.
I had my dad got me the Ninja Turtles blimp,
Mm.
which was like this
Oh.
like massive fucking thing.
Did it
And
open?
like,
Did it open?
what do you mean that?
Did the blimp open?
No, it's just a giant balloon. It was legit like this fucking big.
Oh.
It was like a
Oh.
giant balloon, and it had the like where the turtles would like hang below it. So it was like this really massive fucking thing, and it broke on day one. And I feel
Yee.
so bad. Like I was playing with my friends, and like we had it all like there, and we're playing with the Ninja Turtles, and I passed something to my friend, and my friend like was trying to grab it and tripped and landed on it, broke it in half. And I kept the blimp thing, but the ship thing or whatever where they go broke, and I was so mad.
You didn't even give me a chance to break it. Man.
No,
That's-
because you weren't born, so I was barely happy.
Oh my god.
But I think my favorite, I don't know what my favorite gift, because I've had some bomb-ass gifts, but my favorite Christmas was like, I think 94 or something like that. I got so much shit. It was incredible. I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Right before
Yeah.
Brian was born.
It was like the year Brian was born. It was like a few weeks, I think, after that. So I think everybody was like, next year we're gonna get one more gift. So this year we're gonna spoil all you three motherfuckers. It's me and Jonathan and Eric still. But I got so much shit. Like my dad flexed hard on my mom that year. So my mom had to because my mom had really stepped it up, and they were always competing with each other. So like they both flex hard, And then plus like all my uncles and aunts, they got me stuff, and like I remember like my cousin Akira like grabbing like taking like a giant bag of gifts that were all for me, and I was like, God, it's so badass. I love my life right now.
I'll say this too, like, because I had a similar thing, I guess. Like, the best ever gift somebody else gave me, like, it was when I was a kid, and it was when actually the PS1. I got a PS1, but my dad actually got me like about 50 CDs, like games. I don't know if it was from Kmart. No, but they was just like 50 games for Need for Speed, like all these bum ass games like Spider-Man and all that stuff. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And
You guys are getting divorced.
that was the year that they got it.
No.
Not even. I'm actually not kidding because it was that apartment. Yeah, I think
No,
it's
it
called,
wasn't.
Like, it was the PS1. That was when Shrek 1 barely came out. When was that? Because we had the DVD.
When they got
Was
divorced?
that 2000?
Your parents got divorced in 2009, dog.
Well, that's when they said it. The first time they separated.
They said
Oh.
it. They waited 6
They
years.
waited 9 years until my sister
Oh,
was born.
it was
and then-
it was the long
It's a
con.
grad-
yeah.
Oh,
That's when
okay.
I got the talk, and I was like, oh,
One of these days, I'm-
these
2001?
videos? Yeah.
But your sister wouldn't be born until 2003. So
I
they
know.
said we're gonna get another one and then get divorced.
Yeah, I think that was the plan.
That's a
I think so.
real weird plan, son.
Yeah, it is, but it happened actually. I'm not even kidding. Yeah,
No, I'm not disputing.
because that
it.
year we also got our first DVD player. That
This was
something.
before I got here, like a year before. I
Yeah,
got here.
around early 2001.
Damn.
But yeah, that was I was really happy. I was like,
I always
Is that-
liked that my parents were separated because I always like schemed some way, you know, like to get better gifts. Because I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, my mom got me this. What's up?" You know, and then my dad would be like, "Oh, you want two?" I'm like, "I didn't say it." And then he'll
You're
show up
talking
with two.
crazy.
And then he showed up with like two. Like I remember one year when my mom bought me. So one year my mom bought me the first time the Saint Seiya figures came. They started selling them. They went on sale. She bought me one, and they were really expensive. And like I remember, we had to go to this one store. They were almost out, and like it was like a fight. It was like when people fight for fucking
Like
gifts,
Black
and like
Friday
she
Fridays?
got me one, and I was like so fucking happy. And then like that year, my dad got me something, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then the next year, he showed up with like 3 Saint Seiya figures. I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, I see."
it's a competition.
And that's when I was like, something clicked in my head, and I was like, "Oh, that
Opportunity.
holy shit."
See, man, when my parents got divorced, that was what I was looking forward to. It's like, yeah, 2 Christmases, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, less
But-
gifts.
I
But then they got
two
together.
shitty ones. Yeah. No, well, at first the gifts were cool. My dad gave me a guitar. My mom gave me video games. It was pretty cool. But then the years kept on coming, and I was like, wait, where are the gifts?
What's
It's
the
because you kept
shittiest
getting
gift?
older, though.
Huh?
You know.
What?
What's the shittiest gift you think you've gotten?
Socks. Oh, no, sorry. A barometer.
Oh
Yeah, I actually got
my
that.
favorite
And I
gift.
think he
Oh
got
my
that
God.
from his basement. He's like, no, I'm trying to get rid of this. Here you go. And I got a little Buddha. I was like, what the hell? This is all stuff I've seen. It was kind of dusty
That
too.
year was amazing.
Yeah, that was something.
Here you go, you get a Buddha, a barometer, and a half pack smoked of camels.
No, the last gift was one of those things that you put on papers to stop it from the wind from like blowing them. The rock, the little thing.
like
a
paper holder?
Yeah,
Paperweight?
paperweight, like a paperweight. Yeah. You just put it on the paper and that's it.
Wait,
That was
who's
all I
getting
got.
you these gifts?
That was my father.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like they went from a guitar to a barometer.
Life lessons.
Buddha. I don't know about that one.
More kids, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the relationship just got worse.
And that's it. But
Daddy issue. Yeah.
I can't think of like a shitty. I think I don't want. This sounds kind of mean, but I love my. So this was another aunt from Peru, and I love her to death. And this one I started like to listen to like heavier music, but she was old. You know, she was like in her 40s at the time. You know, and she thought, oh, rock music. This is what he likes. So she bought me like a Bon Jovi t-shirt. I was like, what the? And I had to pretend that I loved it. You know,
Yeah.
it sucked.
That's the worst when they
That's
give
the
you
worst
gifts
when you
that they
have-
think
yeah.
like
Oh,
that
he's
you
gonna
like.
love
it.
I got a Wiz Khalifa shirt once.
But I feel like everyone's
Yeah, it
always
was
on
just-
point with what I want.
Yeah,
I think I'm very vocal about it. That's what I want.
Oh.
Oh, and it's years of me going like, I'm not wearing that. Like I'll be like, oh, this is great, and then they see me all year, and they never see me wear it. You know, so
Yeah.
I think they finally learned a lesson.
I think it's always a bad idea to give clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
you don't never really know people's.
Taste.
Even if you have a gauge of their style or what they do,
Yeah.
it's always not.
My
It
uncle,
doesn't
I
work.
would say,
Yeah.
has nailed it.
Yeah.
And he's stuck to a system and a formula. We bought this every year, and he's even like he's
Black
nailed
tie
it.
11.
It's a stripy shirt every year.
Yeah, every
He
single
gets
year.
me a stripy shirt and nails it. I'm like, dude, you know how I live. Well done.
I got a checkered shirt, and I'm like, yeah, next time, maybe next time. No, but no, my birthday though, man, you gave me a really cool gift. You got me a cologne. He knows I'm growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you become a unicorn.
Yeah,
You definitely.
it's just
The meat sweats.
upgrading the Porsche. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Porsche. Yes, you Porsche.
No, not my Porsche.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Porsche. Yeah.
You're gonna be Porsche Joey. You're gonna get a jacket.
Oh, I have to check it right there.
Oh my god, you're the worst.
The red and white one.
You gotta get the hat too,
Red.
and the gloves.
Well, I have my
Oh, you
Luigi
do
hat.
have the gloves.
Yeah, and the gloves. Yeah, I have everything. I'm ready. Whatever you're talking about.
You're unreal. You're a cartoon character.
Man, well, I mean, I smell the pizza, guys. You all smell pizza?
I'm gonna wait
Yeah.
until we're done with this. Dude. I don't want to talk with my mouth.
Oh,
Come
what?
on, settle down.
Wow, I think I wanted a break.
Jenny, you could help yourself. if you
Yeah,
want.
please
Come
don't
on.
wait on us.
Sure. I don't know if Brian can wait. He doesn't have much more
I know Brian cannot wait.
Oh, no, I was just going to ask you guys if y'all wanted a break. But we can keep on
No,
going.
I don't want to break.
Okay. All right. So what's up in the news, man?
Pizza.
Christmas, dude. This is a Christmas
It's
episode.
Christmas,
dog.
man. Yeah,
I'm
it is.
excited. I honestly like
This is
even
Christmas?
when it's not as fun, I get excited.
Yeah.
And I'm not a religious person, but I still get excited.
The more I look around the houses, I feel nobody's really doing it like they used to. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
That's,
that's
what
what
I'm.
I feel.
Decorating,
Yeah,
nobody-
it's not like it used to be.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I
What do you
I'm
think
not
that
in
is?
the spirit. I'm not in the spirit. I don't know.
I always try to like force it, but I think the last time I was really in the spirit was 2015. I think 2015 was like the last good Christmas.
Mm.
Like everyone was playing music, like the music, and like I think I don't know. It was really fun. Back then.
Yeah.
But since then, it's been kind of dying down.
People get older, dude. People get lazy.
Is that what it is?
Well, not lazy, but just like, yeah, I've already
Also,
done
there's
this
less
last
of
time.
us too.
Yeah, the people.
I feel like every year just seems like more and more work instead of like, you know.
Like, I feel like I decorate my house later every year.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I barely started decorating today.
But then again, there's also people that decorate November 1st. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we used to do that
yeah.
back home. I feel like even now, like back then, because we are getting older, but like our aunts and parents and our uncles, they were already old, And like even now they say like back then when we were kids it was funner.
Yeah.
Like it's not just us getting older and thinking it's not as fun. Everyone just feels like it's not as fun.
You think it's the internet?
No, I don't think so.
I think, like, people used to decorate for me. And now that I have to, I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah, you're lazy.
Yeah. And so I think that it has to do with the kids, Because the kids aren't into it, and the parents might not be.
I'm lazy when it comes to decorating. Like, I don't like it.
I
That's
don't
what I'm saying.
decorate at home.
But I feel like they did. Like, maybe my aunts or my...
But also I have a cat too.
Just-
But it's really not about decorating. I feel like the day, like
Itself.
itself, yeah.
It's also because, like, we've been doing Secret Santa for, like, the past 5 years. And I'm like, why don't we just do regular Christmas where everybody just decides to give gifts? Because we do that anyway.
It's more expensive.
It's
It
more
is.
that's what it is, dude. You should be more considerate. That's what it is.
But we used to do that, People are used to
I
spend,
know, but
the
people
time.
People have
so
higher
low.
expectations when it comes
But-
to gifts now, or what do you think?
Yeah, I'm like, where's my iPad? Where's my
no
tablet?
one asked for an iPad.
No, I'm just saying, like, with like what's available now, you're like, well, I kind of want this now. Kinda want that. And if they don't get it, it's like, oh, I'm getting socks again.
Dude, I
Who's
don't
getting-
mind socks at all. Dude,
You know
I,
what?
want-
Yeah, I
I
mean-
like fancy socks. I'm a fancy sock guy now.
I like warm socks.
Yeah, like when you get older, right, you learn to appreciate that and stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Like a sock subscription. That'd be a sweet gift.
a self-subscription.
Sock.
Oh, sock subscription. Yeah. Well, those are getting popular, right?
If somebody gives
Like,
me
once
a
you
Me
show-
Undies subscription,
Oh.
I gave
Guys, don't
somebody a
forget,
Me Undies
okay?
underwear.
don't forget to use code POPS DOBS.
The rest.
Pops the rest.
Pops the
Don't forget
rest.
to use the code Rorschach Brian.
I don't know about that.
This year, my family decided to put those kind of laser lights. Like you put one at the front and it just projects into the house.
We literally
did you
just did that.
see the house.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
was like,
That's our first year too.
I was like, man, what's going on?
Yeah,
It's changing.
That's what Brian said.
but it's like it's a digital thing, right? Like,
And you see, like a lot of houses have them now.
yeah,
You know what it is, dude? Because back in the day, that shit was
Whoa,
real expensive.
yeah.
Technology is getting more available, so it's like now people are
Commodity
like, oh, that'd
type
be
of
kind of
thing.
cool. And honestly, like, yes, it looks a little lame, but it's kind of cool
Mhm.
because that shit was not available back.
Dude, take
back,
2
like,
grams of
10
mushrooms and look at those lights, boy.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Like you drive by a house in 2000, even 2009, and you see that shit, you're like, whoa, who lives here? The fucking
President?
congressman? Yeah.
yeah. It's well, you know what? I'm just saying this. If there's a hologram tree, I'd be happy.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
I
that
like
has to be the next thing.
that'd get me
It's
to
gonna
the
be.
spirit.
It's gonna become like
I'm
Futurama
sure-
Xmas for sure.
Yeah.
Not
that'd
a
be pretty dope.
hologram tree, but maybe right now, right? Maybe there's a laser tree.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure you can find that.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
true.
I mean, do you guys know anybody that has real trees in their houses anymore?
People still do that. I think at work, some people do that.
Right
yeah.
across the street,
They
here.
sell 'em, right?
They sell them, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Does that person make money?
Oh wait, your grandma has trees? So my girlfriend's grandma has like real trees.
Oh.
How do they put them up there?
You just have to get like a mount for the bottom, right? And then the log goes in there.
Oh, is that? No. Isn't it heavy though?
Well, yeah, but that's what you have, like a good mount.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've never
I've
done
never
it.
had a real tree,
Yeah.
to my knowledge, unless it was in Mexico and it was like a branch.
You know what I've always like thought about doing? Like doing those projects where you just get a bunch of sticks and just glue them together to make one big tree with the branches.
Huh?
What?
Get just like sticks from your garden and just glue them together. You super glue them. And so you make like this giant tree, bare tree with no leaves, and then you decorate it.
Like a Charlie Brown type of thing.
Yeah,
Is
it
it? Yeah,
sounds like a
it's
Charlie
like
Brown
a-
tree. Who does this?
No, I'm saying like I've always thought like as a kid like I thought that'd be really cool if I ever did that, but I never got to do it. Decorate it on your own. But hey, man, if you guys aren't into the spirit, hey, it's on you. Whatever, dude. That's what I do to get my.
I don't know, dude. Your house has like 10
You have a
Santas.
6-foot Santa, bro.
including a fucking.
Yeah. By the way,
a giant-
that's Santa. You can plug in your
Oh, yeah.
an aux cord, and it'll
and
play
it'll
your own
dance to
songs.
your
No
music.
It'll dance to your
Yeah.
music.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
Wow.
I was
It's
playing Death
fucking
Grips
baller,
earlier.
dude.
Yeah, it was sweet. Yeah, it was having an episode.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so
not gonna lie.
yeah, it's pretty dope.
A little
But
creepy.
that's what I'm saying. The face looks a little creepy, doesn't it? Like it looks
Yeah.
like something off.
I think the other thing is that this one's way taller than the one you had.
Yeah, it doesn't look
It's like a
chubbier.
foot
it's
taller.
yeah,
That looks 6 foot. No,
that's like a
5,
mall Santa.
8.
Yeah,
That's
And
pretty
it dances very violently.
it does pretty
like
fast.
the other
yeah.
one was the old one you had had like a cute little
Groove?
like shake, you know.
Yeah.
This one's like
So that Death Grips really has to sync
Yeah,
up.
it does. Yeah. And it also sings it in Spanish,
Oh,
not
yeah.
just English.
this.
It's a
this shit
multilingual
has
one,
some
yeah.
weird ass AI thing. Dude.
Yeah.
You know what? You should put on some like Gore Vidal quotes on it and have it talk.
Yeah, I guess I'll put some Alan
You should
Watts.
put some
body
like
clips
old
on it.
Hitler videos on YouTube.
No, that's
And
just Oh man, dude, Santa. Poor
Oh,
Santa.
man.
Well, he has the colors
Is this
too.
not your
That's,
favorite? Is this your favorite holiday? I feel like you've
um,
been speaking about it.
you know what? It kind of is actually. I don't really. Well, I mean, I don't really look forward to holidays as much.
Except Christmas.
But I mean, no, like I mean, in general.
Except
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
but like, no, I actually don't care for Thanksgiving. Like, but Thanksgiving, I guess, yeah. I mean, Christmas, yeah. I kind of, yeah, it's kind of nice. I think, yeah, it's my, I guess it's my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't it be, right? You're getting stuff, you gift stuff, hang out with the fam, eat food, stay up till midnight,
homemade mayo. too.
homemade mayo. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Do you guys find a difference between Christmas here and in Peru?
Yeah.
Do you like Peru better?
Yeah, you know, because I went back in 2013. And, oof, it's literally salsa from 11 till 6 a.m. Just stay up drinking.
Fireworks.
Fireworks too.
Which
You
is
do
my
them in
favorite
the
thing.
roof. just get up and you see other people doing it too.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. What about Mexico? Like, have you spent Christmas?
Dude, like the first 10 years I was there, all the Christmas was my favorite. It was just everybody in the street just spent their time outside listening to music, eating. All the kids would build bonfires.
Damn.
You know, get third-degree burns somewhere.
That's
But that's all part of the fun.
That's how New Year's in Peru is.
Really.
Like back in my grandma's, they would so there's this thing where like they would burn something
Yeah, I
in the
remember
middle of
that.
the road, in the middle of the street. So they would
Yeah.
make like a doll of like someone
A
they
political
hated, a
figure.
political figure.
Yeah, I do remember. I
And
have
they
that.
would put it
stuck
in
my
the
head.
middle of the road, and the four-way cross, and everybody would burn it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it was
Damn.
like a president they hated, burn. Like, dude,
I actually
Trump?
remember that. Yeah,
if we could do it, like if they could do that with Trump, they would fucking do it.
I'm pretty sure some
Yeah.
like people do.
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure some.
Yeah, wait, that's for Trump pinatas and stuff. Man. You could do it easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do that, and it's really cool.
The weird part was like all the fires in the streets were like green and blue, like all chemical burns. Because
Ooh.
you were just kind of burning, you know,
Whatever.
random piece of
Yeah.
paper, wood, tires. Like, it don't
Yeah.
fucking matter, bro. Some kids came out of their less brain cells.
Yeah, well, like aside from that, like because it was like a bonfire kind of situation. I mean, the thing would be as big as that,
Mhm.
right? As that 6 foot Santa, but like people would also throw like things in there that they just
wanna get rid of.
They want to get. Oh no, like they
Spring
represent the
Oh.
year
Gotcha.
that they want to get rid of. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
like my family had all the rituals and shit like that for New Year's. So now I have
Sweet
like
bean.
my aunt, Rafi, she would grab her luggage, like her,
Oh,
and
then
then
go
she
around.
would go around
Yeah, I hear a lot about that.
she would walk around the block like a few times, so that the next year she would travel. That was like the
Interesting.
ritual.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then people would wear yellow because it would be like be bringing gold, like money. It was just like there's a lot of.
I gotta
things
start
people
doing
do.
that here, dude. Walking around the block with my suitcase.
People do it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's for New Year's, right?
Yeah, for New Year's. Yeah.
I remember like that one time that I was back in Peru, like the night or the day after, I walked. It was maybe like 11 a.m., 12 p.m. I walked around the block and I saw this car that was literally just blown up. It was all black, and I was like, "What the hell happened here?" And I come to find out that it had been like exploded by some fucking people. Some people that just threw shit
New
at it.
Year's.
Yeah, New
Makes
Year's.
sense.
Yeah, it's
Peru?
yeah. I was like, God damn, that was so close too. I'm not even kidding. It was like maybe like a few steps like out the block.
And like I like the smell the day after because it just smells
It
like
just smells
burnt
like yeah, but yeah,
gunpowder and
yeah,
like fireworks
that is-
for like hours because people are still doing it the next day.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
People don't fall asleep till like 7.
right. Yeah, yeah,
But
exactly.
they go fucking wild
Yeah,
over there,
dude.
man. Like I remember seeing the photos from when Peru qualified to the World Cup.
Oh shit!
And the photos, dude, were insane. They were like people passed out in the middle of the street, and people like the cops would go and wake up everyone, and then be like, "Where am I?" Like
the
people
cops were just waking up.
the cops were working. Like there are pictures of cops like drinking with people standing on cars, like the police doing that. Like it was just like complete anarchy that happened that night. And the government was like, "Yeah, it's cool. Tomorrow everybody gets a day off."
Yeah.
Oof.
You know, it was insane.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
dude, the third world parties are.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, man. Oof.
Yeah.
God damn.
I miss that, man. I miss like I think the thing that I miss the most is like getting we get all our toys and stuff like that, and then we play all while everybody party to 6 a.m. We play like we we didn't go to sleep. We
Right.
play all night with
All
our
the
new
fly songs.
toys.
Yeah, yeah. In a sense,
Yeah.
for real.
What do you think the difference is? You think it's just the situation of the people that are celebrating, or
The difference in what between what?
just kind of like vibe, man?
No, but difference between what? Like
Just holidays here, say Christmas here compared to like
Oh.
Mexico, Peru.
What do you mean?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like
Like,
culture wise?
Yeah, like I barely know my neighbors, dude. There's no way I would be like outside in the street hanging out with my neighbors.
Yeah, like we're not right next to each other building wise. There's like
There's
a space.
and
Yeah.
and mentally that just kind of separates.
But also
you.
that's
Right.
I think that's a suburbs thing, right?
You think so?
Yeah, because like I don't know, like I feel like when you're like in a building, or
Mm.
like
You're more
I
neighborly.
feel like you know your neighbors. I don't really suburbs either. Here, I don't know. I think also the other thing is like they've lived in that area for a long time. They all grew up together, so they knew each other.
Right there, where you live.
Like
Or
my
a
grandma's house.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like they you know, they've known each other since we were little kids. You know,
Yeah.
so I don't know. It's different.
So you think here, like your friends are more spread out, where you're very unlikely to live next to your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's because here here people move more because there's a lot more opportunities everywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas like in Lima, you just stay in Lima because that's where everything is.
Yeah.
You don't move out of it. You know, it's like if you were like people that are born in New York City, they're like, why would the fuck would I move into anywhere else? So that's why you see that over there more often. That like people like like
block
know
parties
each other
and
for
that
generations.
makes
you know,
sense. That's
like I last time I went to New York and we interviewed this doctor. He's like in his 30s and stuff like that, and he was like, go interview one of my patients. Like, let's do an interview with one of my patients. So we drove to this dude's house and interviewed him, and I found out that he's like, yeah, my kid went to school with him, and like, and now he's my doctor. Like, they all know each other. Cause like, why would you move if you're already making it? And like, you know,
Yeah.
where people usually move to. I think, I don't know.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
no, I can see that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, for some reason I feel like I don't know why I picture this like in third world countries it feels like you're in like the whole city's like a dormitory, like a dorm, whereas here it just feels like apartments, like in terms of interaction. Whereas like in a dorm, like you're like walking past so many people, and here you're kind of in your car. Just
I mean, I don't think that's a third world country. I think that's a big city situation.
yeah, I mean, yeah, right. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Because you that's what you see in like a big city. Like everybody kind of
or a crowded city in general.
crowded city. Yeah.
You think Dallas has that?
No.
Not as much.
It's not that big.
It's not even that it's not that big. I feel like
No,
a lot of land gets like sold and bought, and people don't like generations don't really stay in that neighborhood.
That's the thing. Generations don't stay. And that, like, when I say big, I don't mean it big as because I mean there's enough fucking space here. I mean like big as in like, you know, like where everything is. You know, like populated, being the center of something.
Yeah.
Dallas is not really there. Because you hear like all these people are like, oh, like my family has lived in Chicago, or like, you know, all these other big cities.
But also like with those cities, for example, like I wrote about this when I went to Paris, for example, right? Like you can tell by the architecture, like the history behind it. Like it's not gentrified. Whereas like here, like I feel like they want to get rid of the history by making it seem new, and so you destroy what used to be before. Not with everything,
they don't
of
respect
course,
history here.
right?
At all.
I mean,
But I think it's different here than it is with older cities in the East Coast, because like, for example, like when I went to Philly, like we stayed in an old ass house.
Yeah.
They had a plaque that said this building was designed by Benjamin Franklin's architecture.
Yeah.
Like that's you know, like that's been around for a long
So
time.
probably Dallas is just too new.
It's too new.
Like, historically wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, if you go back to the 70s, it was mostly like Carrollton didn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, like or it was like mostly a ranch or some shit like that.
And our historic buildings look like old buildings.
Right,
you know,
that's
it's not like, wow, look at that
And even if you
architecture.
not going that far back, like if you go back like 15 years, like what the fuck is Frisco?
Yeah.
You know, like that's
Fucking cattle land.
Yeah. Like I remember the first time. So I had a couple friends that are like fairly country in high school, and one time we drove to their house in Little Elm, and I shit you not, dude, there was like nothing. Like it was terrifying. It was like a rough zombie movie. There was like nothing, and now like it's like there's like houses everywhere. You know, so
Yeah.
like even in LA, like I think that's why LA and New York are like some of the biggest cities, I guess, in the U.S. because like they show part of their history. LA through Hollywood and the movies, New York through its like own culture, everything. But yeah, I mean, you don't get to see that much in Dallas. Just
no,
and the
because there's
coast
probably not a lot of it.
Yeah.
right.
And like the coast, even though like you had to go through a lot of history to get from the East Coast to the West Coast, I still think the East Coast definitely got developed way like first, and after that, I think the West Coast got developed.
Yeah.
And then the part in the middle eventually was catching up. You know.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what they call them, the flyover states.
Mm.
They ain't shit.
They call that. They call that.
They call
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Like everything in the Midwest and all, like all those states, they call them flyover states. Because you just go from east to west and you just ignore everything in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah.
When's our next trip to Iowa?
Iowa, yeah. I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
the wrong shade to be there.
Yeah, I mean, but it's true though. Yeah, I mean, it's usually the coast cities that.
That's why Trump got elected. Because there's all these people who are like, oh, you call us flyover states. Fuck you.
Yeah,
You know,
pretty
like,
much.
we're
Yeah.
gonna fucking show you we all support something. You know, like, because you know, there's a lot of you know, like people are a little bit more well off. They kind of look down, and I'm guilty of it because I would never go to like Tennessee or something like, you know, like, or like Idaho. You know, like I have no reason to go. Shout out to all my peeps in Idaho. I'm sorry, but like, you know, like I just don't. There's nothing for me there.
Mashed potato. They have mashed potatoes now.
Yeah, mashed potatoes everywhere. So
Isn't that what they came
I don't know. I don't
Just
know.
mashed
I don't
potatoes.
know.
from? Yeah.
I'd go down there, Idaho.
Yeah. Well, you like the outdoors too.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, I don't think Idaho has much outdoors. I think it's just like.
I just kind of picture.
But I'm not sure.
My main thing is like I would at least like to go to like the major cities of each state just to see how it actually is,
Or Nebraska.
and be disappointed, I guess, for the most
Like
part.
when you go to-
the big cities.
Yeah, of each state.
Like when you go to Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
Shout
like-
out to Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drive by it. I'm not even gonna stop, dude. I already know it. Is.
Yeah.
Got the vibe.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. When I was dating that girl from Tulsa, going there, it was like rough. All right.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
Did you meet her and then like date her?
Yeah, we
Was it like
met
a
on
online-
MySpace.
Yeah. And then you drove out there for the first time?
No, she came here first.
Oh, okay, that's safe
Yeah, that's safe. Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, wow, you trust me a lot. Well, because like we had been talking for like a few months before she
Yeah.
came, so it was like building that trust, and then she came and saw me.
Oh.
She did that a few times before I even decided to go there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's very.
you know, you had
You were avoiding that conversation? It's
Yeah,
like, oh, still got to have you in Dallas
I'm
again.
hard. I'm playing hard to get.
Yeah.
Sure.
You gotta win my heart. Make a few trips.
So you win my vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, not the best drive. There's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine
Yeah.
roads and roads. But I mean, again, I just like to see everything.
I like the road. I like driving.
You like driving?
Yeah, even if it's through nothing.
I used to like it a lot.
I would like to see, like, I would like to drive through the desert from Phoenix to LA.
That
That's the-
terrifies me.
I mean,
Because it gets so hot, dude. It would have to be like I bought that car that day. You know?
Hey, dog, I have AC. I just bought this radio.
Yeah,
slash
let's see how
DVD
far that
player.
radio gets you, dude.
I'm saying,
I'm waiting for like a week from now when your car dies because you didn't get a better battery for it.
hey, dude, I don't need it actually.
There's gonna be some kind of short.
Did
and
they
then
tell
your
you?
car's gonna be on
Yeah.
Did they tell you that you don't
I
need another
need it,
battery?
yeah.
Okay, you checked.
I did.
All right.
So you know what, dude? I'll be watching Wedding Crashers as I'm driving through Nevada.
As you crash.
As I crash. All right, dude, laughing my way.
Yeah, driving to Utah was pretty fun, man.
You drove all the way there.
Yeah, Wisconsin was not very fun.
Wisconsin?
Is it Wisconsin? No,
Wisconsin's
all the way
Wyoming.
north,
Sorry,
dude.
Wyoming.
Yeah,
Wyoming.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Yeah, Wyoming wasn't too fun, but it was interesting.
Why wasn't it fun?
It was a lot of nothing. Like a lot of nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't hear much from Wyoming, so I mean,
That's probably why.
yeah. Same with Houston.
But there's a lot of nothing in Washington State too,
Is there?
right? Yeah, except for Seattle.
Yeah, it's
It's
all
like a bunch of
forest and
forests.
shit.
Yeah.
See,
I would
I
like
got-
to drive through that.
Okay, see, I'm going back to the whole Dallas thing. Like, I feel like they're not creative with like what their buildings that they
They're
have.
not.
And so, like,
Meaning, like
architecture.
Architecturally?
Yeah.
Well, I would disagree. I think Dallas has like some pretty badass brutalist architecture.
Yeah, like for
Um,
example, the Science Museum. Which one's that one?
The Perot.
Yeah, the Perot. For
The
example.
Perot. There's
It's great.
this Dallas City Hall, which
Yeah.
is the RoboCop Hall, the RoboCop building,
Building,
the OCP. There's the Logan's Run building in downtown Dallas.
Wait, they shot Logan's Run here?
Yeah, they shot Logan's Run.
Wow, I didn't know.
So
that.
there's that cool building, like on Main, I think. No, now in front of the subway, that has like some strange columns with some green light. That's one of the Logan's Run buildings. And you know that the platform waterfall in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
That's also in Logan's Run.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool buildings in Dallas.
I mean,
But
like,
they
I'm
don't.
saying,
But they
like-
don't highlight them.
Right. Well, I was gonna say like
That's the thing.
I don't want to say like they don't have any. I'm just saying like there's not enough.
Would you like more of a European style, not in style, but in like unison, where
Oh, where it's all together in one.
not even together, but it's like kind of a similar style across.
I
the
would
board.
I would like that they stuck with that brutalist because there's a few brutalist buildings. There's also like another like high rise near downtown, and there's a few. Then there's the World Trade Center. That's a brutalist building too. If they did Dallas all brutalist like that, I'd be like, man, that's badass. I'll stay here.
Yeah, but like this is
Get
like,
on
it's
at
not,
that.
right?
Well,
Like it's not like I mean, I would like something that looks a little futuristic or more
But
stuff that
that's
looks a little
futuristic.
futuristic. More stuff, you know. Like I want to see roller coasters on like the corners of buildings. Pretty much what
I
it
live
sounds
on in Vegas.
like. Well, that's because I saw that in Japan. I was like, "What the hell is going
Yeah.
on, dude? This is out of nowhere." You just see that, and then you come across these buildings that have the billboards on top of
That's
it.
the Logan's Run building.
Oh wow, that looks really nice. Oh, snap. But yeah, I mean, like if I saw stuff that would make me want to like keep on looking at it, like as I'm walking, I would walk more. I get out more.
I do feel that like since I started taking like photos around the city, I was talking to you about this.
You're
I was
running
like,
out.
I'm running out of spots.
Yeah. Again, but like that's why like when you were talking about driving like through nothing, that's how I feel like when I walk around here. Like, yeah, it just seems plain.
Yeah.
I've already seen it. I wish like there was more stuff like that I could like see as I'm walking that could catch my eye, and so I can distract myself.
I
as
don't
I'm
know,
walking.
like if you drive like around like the Lamar area and like downtown Dallas, there's some like cool stuff to look at. You know, if you drive through like
The little
the
stuff?
neighborhoods, there's like nice little neighborhoods. Like not nice, but like you know, like what's the word? Like picturesque. You know? I guess.
Yeah.
Like there's just some interesting.
Well, I just feel like they're surrounded by a bunch of like very business-like buildings.
The thing
And
is,
that's-
like, you're used to, like, a lot of this, what the suburbs looks like. Which is, like, yeah, I agree, like, I don't like that. Like, because everything outside of, like, main Dallas, everything looks exact. Like, all the shopping centers look exactly the same. Like, everything
Right.
looks exactly the same. But that's just because it's a new spot, it's a new city. It's still fairly new.
Yeah. So Dallas, catch up.
Yeah, and also, don't get rid of the things that,
Yeah,
like,
that we're already there.
Yeah,
Update
yeah.
them, like restore them.
yeah,
restoring.
restore them, but
Yeah.
don't get rid of them.
Yeah.
Which they are. And the worst part is like when I saw the thing they were getting rid of a spaghetti warehouse. The person that's getting rid of it, she was like, "Yeah, Dallas needs a more modern look," and that just wasn't keeping up with the Dallas look. And she's from fucking Minnesota, so she's moving here and she's like getting rid of Dallas's like history.
Yeah,
And that's just not fucking cool.
there's no business in maintaining. Dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
And like, cause like whenever we went to like 1 year we went to New York, and my buddy was like, "Hey, we should go to this bar. This bar's been here for it's the very first bar that was open in New York City. Apparently, it's been there since that fucking long,
Wow.
and like they still keep the dusty ass bones from the when the soldiers came back from World War I or World War II or something,
Oh shit.
and they're like they hung their lucky bones on like.
Like people's pinkies and shit.
On the chandeliers and shit like that, and they're covered in dust, and they're still there,
Wow.
and they never touched it. Some people would be like, "Oh, that's fucking gross," maybe, but they kept it, and it's kind of cool, and that made us go there. We were
Right.
like, "Oh, let's go there. That sounds fucking cool," and then we went there, and it's just like this tiny old ass bar, and people were like being rowdy and like getting like like giant things, pictures of beer and shit like that,
Nice.
but like. They kept it,
Right. That's something that you want to see. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. I learned a little more from my city, and I'm having fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But now it's like even in like a historical place like in Deep Elm, it's like shit closes and opens all the time.
Yeah.
Nothing stays. So it's like you you'll never say, "Oh, I went there 30 years ago." No, this shit's gonna last like 2 or 3.
You think that also falls on like people not going to those places?
No, because a lot of these places do get businesses,
Oh, really?
and like that's what they were talking about in this one article. It's just that they're raising the rent too much,
Mm.
so they can't afford it.
Gotcha.
So even if you get traffic, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
And now it's gonna get even more expensive because they're building the Uber headquarters there,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that too.
which is probably gonna raise my rent too.
And I feel like I don't know, that move is probably going to bring other companies.
It's
in
gonna
here.
be terrible.
I don't know. I feel like it might be like not a Silicon Valley thing, but like just one of those cities in LA where you see a bunch of like big companies grouped together.
Silicon Valley, San Francisco.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
I mean, well, there's other places like in LA that I've seen. It's kind of like similar to that.
I don't know. I don't like that because
It's a
San
start.
San
It's a start.
Francisco is unlivable now. No one can afford it.
Yeah, yeah. It's really
and, like,
the
I
rent's
don't
really
want
high. Yeah.
Dallas to be like that because there are families that it's like how we were talking about like families that have been living in a place for generations. They're not gonna be able to live there, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially like minority families that don't live because things are gonna keep expanding.
Yeah.
And it's just not. I don't like that. Even like now, with like the way Bishop Arts is like moved some people out of it because of gentrification. It's
Right.
gonna get worse. So I wouldn't want that.
But do you think? I mean, I don't want to. I'm not for gentrification or against it or anything. But do you think that will add features to Dallas that we want to see, like parks and areas where you can walk and new features?
See, I believe so because that revenue is actually going to the city as well. The revenue that they're getting.
I think there's enough room to build that and keep the historic side instead of getting rid of the historic side to make space for that.
Yeah, for sure. Actually,
Yeah, even
like
in
it's not
East
like
Dallas,
an Olympic stadium that you're just gonna make it for 1 year and then the next year. Well,
Yeah, even in
Shit.
that area, not development exactly, but like the whole area East Dallas, there's room some other places, but like just don't fuck with the historical sides.
yeah,
That's also, I feel like that's also like falls on the absence of creativity on investors,
Mm.
because we were doing this thing for a real estate class at school, which was we were taking a plot of land and then playing out what would you want here, offices, retail, multifamily type of things.
right.
And I had my own little design, but at the end of the day, the most profitable thing was offices,
Yeah,
And I mean,
we want more of that.
Yeah.
Also, like you're right on the creativity thing. Like all these neighborhoods, like we went to Ohio not long ago to Cincinnati. Cincinnati has a neighborhood called Over the Rhine, which is exactly like DeVille. It's only like two streets instead of DeVille. It's like 4 or 3, and they had like this social something place where like you drink and play and things like that. It's like almost like a carbon copy of like all the places that are over here and in other cities, like where they're trendy neighborhoods. It's like, dude, like
Pretty bar.
you're turning every neighborhood exactly the same.
Yeah,
There's nothing stands out.
Yeah, that's also a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, leave it to the creative designers or directors in those
Go
projects to.
turn some other city into a popping city.
Yeah.
Like turn Carrollton into something.
Turn all of
Addison-
Wyoming into a popping
Madison
state.
into something.
It's just you got to get the wealthy investors to meet up with the broke creatives,
Yeah.
get together, and make something happen. Man.
Usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Broken hearts.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Well, we've reached our time.
Damn, wow.
It was, yeah. And so we leave you
What a
with.
great
Check the clock. I think he just wants to eat pizza.
Hey, man, it's over 1 hour, right? It's over 1 hour. I didn't do anything.
That's
Uh,
one way to do it. But I won't do that.
Yes. So we have. Oh no, we have one more episode before Christmas, right?
Oh yeah. Next week is Christmas.
So one more episode.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll leave our Christmas message to the next one. In the meantime, we just hope get into the Christmas spirit.
Get into the Christmas
Hey,
spirit.
work on
Yeah.
that, okay? Because we're
Yeah.
almost there.
You're the best. We the best.
Listen to my Christmas lo-fi playlist on Spotify.
All right.
Stop listening to Mariah Carey. I don't know why.
I actually like Mariah Carey every Christmas. That one song.
Yeah, listen to my chopped and screwed Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen to Nick Cannon's diss on Eminem. Dude. That wasn't that? That was great. Yeah. It's Check that out.
I've definitely
See,
stayed
Mariah
away from
Carey
that.
chopped and screwed would be incredible.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All
It's,
I want for Christmas is you. And then there's a fucking soldier boy.
oh my god. Yeah. I'm gonna start doing that.
Let's eat then.
Yeah.
Alright, man. Anything to plug? Anything to plug? Or what, dude?
LCL _ no. I forgot for a sec. Alright, yeah, follow me.
Yeah. No lead night. Alright.
And Bonza for Moon Roses. Check the gram.
And Kakaki Official.
Cookie Official, rest in peace.
DP Films.
Yeah. Add othering. You already know. Instagram.
Please do.
Otter's waiting.
Otters, wait, yeah. Christmas otter.
Christmas otters.
You'll get a Christmas otter pin.
Yes.
Or
Honorary
our,
pins. Yes. To
top 10
if you
listeners.
make it
Top
through
10
the whole
listeners.
episode, you'll get a you'll get a whole pin.
And if you want to come to my graduation party on Tuesday, come through.
Yeah, dude.
Alright.
You already know. What time, Paul?
Yeah, what's that?
7:30.
Give me your address.
It's
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye.